It's 35 degrees. It's Wednesday. Hello,
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
my dudes. Scream really loud into the mic right now. Okay, thank you for listening.
Sound dampener, here we go. All right, Avery, I've got a bit.
Is it? I talk about how good the Lego movie is. I love this bit.
I'm going to name you my
20
favorite.
minutes.
I'm going to name you my favorite of the 100 greatest bird names.
Okay.
Barefaced go away bird.
Really?
Yep.
Real bird?
Real bird.
Barefaced go away bird.
It kind of reminds me of No Face from Miyazaki.
Oh, this is a weird looking bird.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, barefaced. I was okay. I was thinking bears and the animal bear. No, it's
the
face is bear. There's nothing on. There's nothing on this bird's face.
Nothing.
It's native to the eastern Afrotropics.
Ooh,
feels like a word I shouldn't be allowed to say.
That's my favorite kind of house music, actually.
Afro. Is that Kygo?
Yeah.
I had a coworker. It was like my first job out of school. We were talking. I think I asked her what kind of music she was into. And she said tropical house. Obviously, I said, "What is that?" And she's apparently like very embarrassed by the answer. Like it kept coming up. She's like, "I can't believe I said tropical house is what I like."
I have no problem with tropical house. I'll dance all day.
That's the definition of positive vibe.
100%.
Yeah.
On a different vibe.
We'll find a little bardcore Kygo for the intro.
Oh, yes. Bird number 2. Diabolical nightjar. Also known as the satanic nightjar.
Does it make like a horrible sound? Okay, this bird didn't deserve this name.
I think it's kind of evil. If it has multiple evil names.
It's got a really fucked up mouth.
I don't know why that really made me laugh.
It looks like a salamander. What a weird bird this is.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the bird facts.
And no, I'm not done. This is my prime time here. Third, gang cockatoo. gang.
That's like an 80s. That's like an 80s hip hop group. Out there shooting hoops.
But yes,
gang cockatoo.
Gang.
This guy looks like Trippy Red.
Yeah, he's a pretty funky looking dude. Yeah. All right. Well, those are my top 3.
Any others? Top
honorable
3 birds.
Honorable mention. Banana Quit.
Yeah.
Tiny Hawk. More Pork. Shout out Pratchett.
Hank More Pork. Yeah. And
the Monotonous Lark.
Change up your fucking song. Oh, the same song. Wow. Who would have thought? If the Savannah Bananas were playing directly next to your house on a Wednesday and someone offered you a ticket, would you go?
Yeah.
I think I would too.
I think I'd like to see the spectacle. And I've talked to some people who have been, and it's like the Harlem Globetrotters. Like I loved it as a kid.
I did see some guy doing a bit online. He's just like pitching the Savannah Bananas. He's like, they bring a random 8-year-old girl on field and they all hump her. It's sexual in a really unsexy way.
That's the part I don't like, is like just pure sexual TikTok dancing.
Why humping? Stop humping.
And I'm not sure how much of the game. I just want to see some baseball at the end of the day. The NBA draft was like right next to my house today, and I didn't even know it until I walked outside.
Now, there's an event that I don't think I need to go to in person.
Going to a draft makes no sense to me, but
no, you gotta be a real freak.
Yeah.
Okay, should we talk about Of War and Ruin?
Of War and Ruin.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it. We're covering chapters 1 through 18 today, which is our best estimation at a part 1. Probably a 4-parter. This boy is long.
It's definitely feeling like a 4-parter. Have we done that before?
It's hard to remember if we have.
I think Shadows Upon Time we did 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine we got through that in 3.
Yeah, that's a long boy.
And there's so many chapters of Hadrian telling people that their god isn't real. There's no way we covered that in 3 episodes.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. We're on a new book.
How's it hitting you, friend?
It's a little bit mixed for me. I would say it hasn't brought me to my zenith of book enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
Neither, however, has it brought me to my lowest points.
Your
So it's kind of
nadir.
squarely my nadir or my zenith.
Yeah.
Zenith. All right, here's the parts I really like about it so far. I think the writing quality has been really good. It can be a little prosaic at points, but generally, I think it's sharper. I think his internal monologues are better. I think the lore in this is a little bit more trusting of the reader. We don't have like a big exposition dump in 2 or 3 chapters. You're just getting a little lore IV drip throughout this whole
Mm-hmm.
first part. And the world's getting bigger and it's exciting. So more worlds and characters and gods and stuff. What I dislike is I got about 2 pages of Calen, which,
Yeah.
for better or worse. And there's so many characters. I just feel like I'm like,
Yeah.
can we just cross paths already? Just like, let me see it.
Yeah. This is the first time in this series that I have felt like a ugh when I say when I start some people's chapters, which is crazy. It's taken this long because we've had a lot of POV characters. Like through book 2, I don't know. I kind of like them all equally. Even Dane, like when he was introduced, I was like, really? And 3 pages in, I was like, I like Dane. I'm ready to read about Dane.
Who triggered that for you the most? Who was your most character at this point?
I know how this is going to sound because there's one female POV character. It was Ella. And
yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm kind of ready to get out of Dicka Dicka Dwarven murder plot.
You know what? I'm light spoilers. We're not getting out of it.
I know that we're not. It's just getting started, but that doesn't mean I don't want it to be over.
I hear you. I think it was a mistake to create monarchies that have multiple kings and queens in every kingdom of this book. I don't understand that decision by Cahill. There are 4 kings and queens and then 6 in the elves. It's like, brother.
And the Dwarven queens feel so interchangeable to me at this point that like, yeah, I know everyone's trying to get something, but I don't know who these people are. How am I supposed to care? Are you telling me I'm going to have to pay more attention while I'm reading? No, thank you.
No, I don't want to take
also,
notes.
Do you know what the word prosaic means?
No.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think it means the opposite of what
I
people
think so.
think it
When
means.
I said it, I'm like, this word fits what I want to say, but I'm pretty sure I'm not saying the right word.
I've definitely done the same thing because it sounds like it would mean flowery.
Yeah.
But it means like dull.
All I can think is Prozac, though, because I've been watching The Pit, so I'm in full doctor mode.
Kyle's been on some Prozac. He's off the Zac, I think, in this first quarter.
This book needs a little Ozempic,
Do you think that you could give this book a fair rating if you DNF'd 7%?
No, and why would I want to? Like, I don't get it. I still don't get it.
DNF Red Rising 7%, I think about at least twice a week.
It's so funny.
1 star.
Just thinking that's the whole world. Like, you've missed so much life.
Yeah. Having done some writing myself, if someone read the first 20 pages of my book and gave it a 1 star, well, I would think that was really funny. Like, what the fuck? Like, just don't review it at that point. You don't even, I don't know.
I still am asking the community to send us personally your 1-star reviews, but not post them anywhere because that'll hurt our
please
feelings.
Don't post them anywhere. I'd like to do that with an app, with an album. I listened to most of the first song.
Yeah, just
1 star. Sorry, Pet Sounds. Okay.
I think the only thing I could do that for would be modern Kanye.
You didn't like Bully? I would be happy doing it for one of the 3 Drake albums that he released.
Oh God, Drake's back.
In some ways,
he's back.
And
he's back in the popular.
He's releasing music. No one can argue that.
Yeah. Anyway,
could I interest you in a plot summary?
I think so. And also, just a quick caveat before though, that just because we have some light criticism doesn't mean we ain't ripping through this with full enjoyment.
Yeah, I don't know why I withheld my praise because I was like, we're gonna get into all the fun stuff now.
Yeah.
This is still great. Like, it's
It's
also,
amazing. Yeah.
okay. My one prefatory thought I want to get to, we talked about this, I think, at the ends of book 1 and 2. Like, this is not a series where it like wraps up at the end of a book and we start fresh narratives. Like, I think you got to see the whole thing through. Exact same feeling here. I
Yep.
am withholding all judgment on this book until I finish it. Like, this is, I don't know. It feels like when people release reviews of single episodes of a TV season. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, you guys see the whole thing through. So,
100%.
I'm having fun and still excited to see where it goes. But yeah, it's just, there's so much more. Okay. Chapters 1 through 18. Plot summary of the first 25%, aka the first 900,000 words of War and Ruin by Ryan Cahill. The Ryan Cahill has turned into a Ryan Camountain because goddamn, this book is thick. My paperback copy is the exact size and shape of a Nissan Cube, but I can't even use it to pick up babes. Lame. Our friendly neighborhood Dralade is ready to hit the road after a short stint in the quaint seaside town of King's Pass, and he gets the address of a nearby B&B from a friendly Imperial battle mage. Calen and co. arrive and are put up by an old weirdo who not only has the power to touch the spark and see the future, he can also cook up a mean-ass stew. We get a little info about Druid powers, and the old man sends Calen off with a little cocaine mirror of unknown utility, a prophetic riddle he doesn't understand, and a bunch of stew pies that are definitely going to explode in Calen's backpack. Fledgling diplomat Dann has a frightening encounter in the Darkwood with a bunch of tree ghosts before arriving in Arendelle, home of a bunch of elves who do not fuck with Theron for the crime of not committing a crime like 400 years ago. Rist continues to get fast-tracked through Battle Mage School, and he's doing so well that Gentle Fane Mortem is considering turning him into one of those cute, sexy fades we all love so much. He watches the Imperial battle mages crank out some group spells in a military parade, and wouldn't you know it, we get to see those very spells put into action in a Farda chapter just a few pages later. It's almost like Cahill had this whole book planned. Ella is still on her quest to do nothing in particular, and she finally gets to catch up on the local news, i.e. her brother is the Dralade and her parents are dead. Now she's going to find Calen, which seems to be the task most characters are settling on in this book. Tuar visits Dragon Depression Island to try to recruit a member of the Dragon Guard who went into hiding after she realized killing all of her friends during the fall was probably a bad thing. She tries to guilt-trip Tuar about his continued service of Fane Mortem, but Tuar responds by, well, he doesn't really respond, but we already know he isn't the thinking type, so what did you expect? Back in Dicka Dicka, Dahlen makes a mistake we've all made at some point, telling a mentally unstable king he's a cuck and a loser in front of his royal bodyguards. Dahlen is arrested, but is able to shake free when Damon decides to march his people towards a bunch of dwarven bolt throwers. Dahlen and the Italian towmeister herself, Bellina Luna, decide to play detective and solve the whole dwarven regicide plot, and they also have a Shallan-esque joke-off about dicks that really has me questioning my previous remarks about Bellina being the best character in the series. We also get a few check-ins with Epheria's favorite improv group, the Knights of Acheron. They've got a new sheriff in charge, and great news, he's hearing voices and has anger issues. Another dub for the KOA, pain before pleasure. There's probably other stuff in this section, but the summary has probably exceeded the length of the Bardcore version of Get Lucky, so I'm going to cut it there. Goodbye.
I knew once we had 3 full sentences on stews. It was going to be a long summary.
Yeah, maybe I didn't need 2 stew jokes. I was thinking that as I was typing. I was like, where are they going to keep these pies? You can have a Marie Callender's pot pie on the road.
I'll give Cahill some credit. He ties the plot hole that I always look for in books, which is leaving all their belongings behind every time the inn that they're sleeping in is invariably attacked. There's always a little segment that's like, and then we picked up our bags from the innkeeper and we put everything in it. They always have backpacks.
Last night, I'm building on this. This is not a segue. This is not a tangent. That's what I'm trying to say. I was having a hard time sleeping, so I watched a 20-minute video about salt beef. Some guy dressed as like a Revolutionary War soldier, and he's like, the history of salt beef. It's like, well, fantastic, because Cahill will be writing about that. Do you know what it is?
The history of salt beef?
No, it's salt beef.
Well, it's salted beef.
Yeah, they preserve it in like
It's like a jerky.
big old mound of salt. Roll your beef in it. It sucks all the water out and forms like a hard, somewhat pussy crust. Throw it in a barrel. Throw it in a barrel, and to cook it, you first like the easiest way to cook it is just to boil it.
That's
So
so gross, dude.
they're
Just
just
boil
like
your salt beef.
boiling salty jerky that's gray.
Oh,
And then you
gross.
eat it. And I think people have complained in this series about eating salt beef, which I do understand.
Yeah.
But like the hardest thing is like, okay, it's salted, but how do you fucking get it ready to eat? Because you can't just
Right.
chew through a rind of salt. So they said that sailors often would they would stick a hook through it and trail it behind the boat to knock all the salt off, but that creates issues. A fish might eat it, so you had to keep a very close eye on it to make sure that your salt beef didn't get nabbed by a barracuda or something.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Your insomnia is just really helpful. I also learned about 40 new things about cacti last night when you sent me
That's a good video.
another 20-minute video about invasive cacti species.
Listeners, if anyone wants a link to a really good video about invasive cacti, let me know. I'll send it to you.
It's very helpful.
Yeah. Did we try to napalm bombs cacti at some point? You're goddamn right we did.
Dude, Australia's pretty bad about fighting its own flora and fauna. Have you ever read about the emu war?
I was gonna say they had a whole war on rabbits too.
I know. I had to do this for my grad school presentation on the war on rats in Alberta.
Oh yes, yeah. There's a wonderful musical about the Alberta rat infestation. If you watch Joe Pera, so
wow,
be sure to check that out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a good episode.
Okay, so we covered the stew. I don't think we covered the stew thing fully. Who do you want to start with?
Stew. You know, I'm going to throw it out. I kind of want to start with Kallinvar.
A big presence in this section. My goodness.
This was.
I wonder if you added up the pages, like who got the most.
I think it's him. Like if I'm just looking at my notes.
I mean, him and Calen, I think, get top billing. Like, because Dan's chapter is super short, Rist barely in it. Let's start with Kallinvar.
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, we say goodbye to older brother instantly in the beginning of this book.
That's really tough.
Yeah.
You know what this probably isn't what we should talk about first. I hadn't pieced it together that his older brother, Haim? Shout out. I saw Alana Haim at a clothing store.
Shout out Dodger Knicks Stadium. Fans, Haim sisters.
Yeah, they're from LA. What are they fucking doing?
Didn't know about that one.
I think at some point, like, if an artist achieves a certain level of fame and popularity, they're no longer capable of making good art.
Wow.
I think they're
Let's throw that out there.
Yeah, I think at some point, like, you've lost it. You're no longer, your feet are not on the ground anymore.
I think there's something to be said about not being able to relate to what brought you there.
I need the struggle, man. More starving artists.
Yeah. I think Nepo babies kind of exclude your argument there.
Name one Nepo artist who I like besides the Strokes and Geese.
Keep going. QED, my friend.
And David Bowie. Yeah, okay. It's all good. But yeah, so I had forgotten that I just hadn't pieced it together. His brother went back to the Glade in a previous book before we knew it was his brother.
I agree.
That's so interesting.
You know, because we said we were maybe going to go back and reread some of the early, like, I still want to reread the prologue of book 1 now that I know
totally.
him as Arden. But yeah, he came back and fought with Chest Big Thump and the rest of the crew.
Got me there. Got me. Yeah, that's really okay. That's good. Yeah, I wonder if it's just like painfully obvious when you go back that he's having like all these memories and connections to these people and places.
I actually don't think it is. I think it's pretty subtle, like just from memory.
Yeah. But I would imagine, like, knowing Cahill, there are probably a few clues. Like, if you're very, very tapped in,
he knows what he's doing.
Pick something up. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, but Kallinvar, the brother connection. My one note on the brother connection is like, Kallinvar section kind of ends here with them saying like, well, we're going to go find Calen. Like, well, you were with him. Not so many pages ago.
I think if Kallinvar had a moment in his grief to think a little bit more clearly, why not just take Calen through the rift? Take him home with you.
Yeah, it does seem like the whole world is revolving around the Drowlade. Maybe not the time to rift the fuck away.
Yeah. To be fair, there's a whole Lorien army there, so...
Yeah, I guess things were going bad. I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, a very sad send off for Gramps.
Yeah, I feel bad for Calen here. That sucks. That really sucks.
It really sucks. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten more like psychological check-ins with Calen about seeing his brother and then having him go away. I know he has like more immediate concerns, but
I was actually thinking that it becomes a pretty big theme for him in the next 3 times we see him. He's pretty pissed.
Well, he is pissed. But I guess I'm having recency bias because he met a wacky druid. It was like, yeah, he's got some other stuff going on at this point.
I know. He really, that was an instant distraction. But yeah, our boy Kallinvar is now the Grand Wizard and takes him back through the old rifty
call from the bullpen.
Yeah.
Okay. Question. How concerned are you about the voices he's hearing?
Super concerned. I'm
totally open to this just being their god, Acheron.
There's no fucking way it's Acheron.
I know, it feels weird.
There's just no shot. Like, just whispering sweet nothings right when his rage hits its high point, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if we went back and read every Kallinvar chapter. Did he like pick something up or get cut by something or?
Well, he picks up.
I'm thinking of like a ruin spike type thing. Like,
I mean, I was thinking he becomes the grandma. Like he gets the new sigil armor and stuff.
He does, yeah. That's like obviously the direct thing, but I wonder if there's something else that's giving him a connection to Ephialtir instead.
Well, you could think about it. Like they've been pretty passive. Okay, actually, if we want to explain why they were such like pussies in the fall and other fights in the past, perhaps it's because Verathan was wearing the armor and talking to the evil god, and the evil god was like, "This is the time to retreat. This is the time not to intervene."
You know what I need you guys to do? Not really be involved in anything.
Yeah. Honestly,
just stay away.
I'm throwing that little theory out there.
That would be funny because we've joked about how ineffective they are as a force, and it would be funny if they were just like completely manipulated to be ineffective. Right. That's interesting.
And now he's taking a new tack. He's gonna make Kallinvar be so furious with.
Our field reporters are going to be keeping a close eye on this situation.
Yeah,
and we'll keep you updated.
What was it called in Stormlight Archive? Dalinar's thing.
PP time. What are you talking about?
The way you see the red mist of the battlefield.
The thrill?
The thrill. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Kallinvar got the thrill for a little bit.
That's what you get when you watch the Lego movie.
The Lego movie rocks.
Yeah, everything is awesome is my thrill.
Fun fact I learned in this section, sigils... Oh, why? I'm not even going to say this out loud. This is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. No.
Hey, go for it.
Sigils are recyclable.
That's really nice. Like, obviously, like, it's nice to see a force have kind of an eco bent.
Yeah.
Okay, I do think it's cool that they have their little alcoves and they just magically pop in when a knight dies. I think that's probably what you were pointing at.
Yeah, but then I realized, obviously, when someone dies, they get a new one.
There's so much sigil waste in the world, you know?
There really
There's
is.
landfills filled with the sigils of dead knights of Acheron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not loving the pivot for Kallinvar. I really liked him before, and I question his ability to lead now.
I do. I mean, I was to be clear, I was on his side when he screamed, "I will make their god shake." That was cool. Was objectively
a little
cool.
sexual, but it's a little Savannah Bananas core, but that's okay.
I was less cool with it when he was destroying the slick, oily taints without prejudice.
Oh, I'm getting after that taint.
Dude, that was a horrible description. There's like 2 paragraphs where he just keeps calling it the slick, oily taints. I'm just like, can you stop?
Of all the things to recycle from the wheel of time, using the word taint and calling it oily is it's not the one I would have picked.
Yes, the oily taint on the incarnadine snow. Just what I wanted to read in this section.
I'm gonna pound that taint. Yeah, man. Every time I see the word incarnadine, it's just like it's like a splinter in my eye.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, Kallinvar is off his rocker. He's swinging his sword at anybody who breathes in front of him, including little old ladies in the village.
Women, the children.
He can also read people's emotions with his new Spidey sense, which is kind of
feels invasive.
Yeah, very much so. And he acknowledges, like, I don't really like this.
It's also a trip that he's been the old Grand Master. He's known him for about 800 years. The guy never thought to mention.
And also, imagine the guy who's known you 800 years knows everything you're thinking, like, for that whole time.
You've known that every time I was bricked up for the past 800 years?
Yeah.
Yep. And I get bricked up too.
Yeah. But eventually Kallinvar comes back to his senses, thanks to his friends, and they have a naked pool party therapy intervention.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the Knights being the Knights, man.
This is why
that's why I love them so much.
Because I love the Knights, man. The Knights are goofy.
It is funny seeing them, like, they have these big hurrahs when people are elevated to new positions. I was like, well, there are 6 of you. You know? It's not like you beat out all comers. Like, oh, man. I graduated at the top of my class of me only.
It's really like shaking your own hand.
Gave myself a Western grip handy.
Yo. Yeah, that's pretty much our boys.
Anything else to say about them?
No, they're going to go find Calen, even though they already found him and left him. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's like leaving your phone on an Uber. Okay.
You pick next. Where do you want to go? You want to go, buddy?
Should we stick with the 1,000-year-old fellas?
Are you talking druids?
You know what? Let's just... This is not democratic. I pick a character, you pick a character.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's talk
and then
about
we never cover Ella.
Okay, Ella. Cut for time, Ella. No, Tuar, Depression Island, baby.
Dracladir, Depression Island.
Dracaldrir?
I don't know. I wrote it down wrong.
That's it. We need our astrophagy for this series. No, it's Dicka Dicka.
Dicka is definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. So Tuar recruitment mission for a depressed, reclusive person who carried out the fall.
Yes, one of the old dragonbound who has a little regretty spaghetti in her stomach and is all holed up at Dragon Temple at Mount Umar, as one does.
It's been a long time.
To mope.
You love yourself, man. Forgive yourself. Everyone makes mistakes. Go set them right. Stop moping.
You know, or just get over it. I do with it, but Tuar isn't over it.
Kind of is.
Did you think Tuar was going to snap again in the scene like he did in the fall? It was like when he gets argued and he doesn't have a good comeback, he just kills the other person.
Okay, this was not my favorite part of this section. I will out myself as a perhaps not an enjoyer of this chapter.
Okay.
I think we've gone over this before, that Tuar does come across as a bit of a dummy.
Right.
Where he's like, I'm not so sure if this was a good idea. Were our reasons kind of dumb for killing all our friends? And my goodness, does he have every opportunity to at least like provide some response, provide a counterpoint, even if you don't believe it.
Just something.
But he has nothing to say to this woman. Like, she's just like berating him, and she's right. And I just wanted him to like offer a justification, you know? And it just didn't. I just wanted them to flesh this out a little bit more and be like, there were reasons for doing what we did, and maybe I don't believe in them now, but I'm still just like at a base level not understanding what would drive someone like Tuar to do that.
Yeah, and he doesn't present a good logic model. He doesn't really feel, I
Yeah.
don't know, too sure about himself at any point. It
Yeah.
it reminds me, I would put this in a parallel character development to me as Ivan or Ivan or whatever,
Sure.
where it's like I'm still not really sure what this dude's motivations are. Like,
Yeah.
and we're now like pretty much past the point of no return for it. Like we're gonna
Hmm.
maybe get some backstory exposition way down the line,
Sure.
but is it gonna feel enough? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's not even, I don't even need the reasons to be that good. Like just the lies he tells himself would be sufficient because
Yes.
I think that's what he's been getting by on for a long time.
Yeah.
But I want to know what those are. And he has it in him, right? Like he does make some interesting points about like
Mhm.
maybe you don't fuck with Fane, but like no one fucks with the Urak, so like you should get involved at least in
Right.
this conflict. So that was interesting. Um,
Yeah. But
the
then
other
something.
thing,
Yeah.
and I don't know if this bugged you at all, but I did feel like the writing slipped a little bit in this section. Like
Mm.
it was one of those conversations that felt like it was largely for the benefit of the reader. Like a lot of what she was saying to him was like very contrived, and it was like
Mm.
you need to know this stuff and you need to know like the mix of opinions between these people. It didn't feel very naturalistic. It like doesn't always need to be Malzahn fly on the wall where
Yeah.
no one even names the people they're talking about, but like um it started to feel a little artificial to me.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think it's inconsistent with how the rest of this section felt, which is
Yeah.
mostly that more of that fly on the wall, like
Hmm.
besides the druid, obviously, which we'll get to. But yeah, even when he walks into the temple and it's like naming the seven Enkaran gods, and I don't know, the whole thing felt like a little, yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
hits you over the head a little bit too much.
it probably stood out because I don't think that's actually like a fault of his in
No,
most of the many, many pages we've read of his. Like it just in this chapter, I think there were just a couple things didn't quite land. But as far as like the overall idea, I love the recluse dragon rider,
yes,
and
and she spits bars. She spits some bars. I actually
yeah,
really liked her
she's
in
so
Passion
right,
Defense.
yeah, and the
Um,
whole like we need to deal with this immediate threat, and then we can think about what to do with Fane later. I think is really interesting. So,
right.
yeah, I like what the scene represented. It was like just at times the delivery I don't think was up to par with the rest of what Cahill was doing. So,
Agreed.
but
But I will
Tuar is still
say,
fun.
and what we get out of this is confirmation that there are definitely other unhatched eggs for dragons out there,
Absolutely,
which
yes.
is exciting. We hadn't really confirmed that.
I think we both suspected it,
Sure.
but I mean, it's hard to imagine this series going any other way. Like the
Yeah.
one new dragon, and that's it. But
But
yeah,
more
that's
so,
very
it
cool.
feels like there are unhatched dragons. They just have not found the right new dragon bound spark users. That's the real.
Who's first on your list?
At this point, because he doesn't have a secret power, Dan,
Yeah, that would be the obvious one.
Dane, because he can use the spark.
Dane also said he wanted to be a wyvern rider and can't because the animals are sexist.
Right.
So that could be a thing. I was also wondering about a character who I think has lost his way a little bit. Eric.
Ooh,
Talk
we
about
forgot
someone who
about
doesn't
him.
really have something to do right now.
That's pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he up to?
I'm not going to lie to you. He has so little to do that I forgot who he was and I had to look his name up. I'm like, oh shit, that's Dahlen's brother. The
That's the
guy
guy
who
who threw axes in the bar.
he seemed to be the more important brother for the first book.
No, Dahlen.
Yeah,
Dahlen's taking over.
more Eric. He's the cool brother.
Yeah,
Okay, I think
my
that.
turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Farda.
Veto? No, I would never veto Farda.
Yeah, you take that back, you whore.
Do you ever think about your age gap girlfriend mid battle? I do.
She's only 600 years younger than me.
We got to listen. I support Ace, and I think he's a good guy. I'm just saying the wife he had Eric Dahlen with was several hundred years younger than him.
There's something wrong in this in the social norms of this universe here.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Farda is he's part of the rank and file. Kind of sucks.
Yeah. He just went to battle. The coin flips didn't do him any good. But he is leading a group of battle mages into lightning storms and fire
Let me tell you
mountains
what's
and shit.
sick as hell. Group magic.
Group magic is living up to the hype right now.
Yeah, that was just awesome. I know the like foreshadowing with Rist seeing it like 2 chapters before was maybe a bit much,
Yeah.
but at the same time, when it's this cool, I don't really care.
I don't either. And also just it's more of, Farda being the kind of badass, cool guy he is. He's like, I'm gonna kill myself before I die to this fade. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to Valhalla.
I'm pretty fine dying. Like that is like a great tool in battle. I can't
Yeah.
feel pain, and I don't even know if I want to be here anymore.
I'm glad they acknowledge the not feeling pain issues, though, when like someone slices your leg. It's like, well, I don't have any muscles anymore.
It is funny that he can still get sore though. Like, he can still feel like old man pain, but he can't. I feel like if I got my eye gouged out, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, he still loses the knee pop challenge with Sam Golf, but
Yeah, those knees are popping for sure. And things like they start going good until he realizes he's miscounted by like 5,000.
They're like, oh shit, we've been pincered.
But lo and behold, dragon riders show up. So
4. We meet 4 new dragonbound here.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We're like halfway through the big group.
I was feeling like I kind of need to start remembering their names, is what I was feeling in this chapter.
Well, between Tuar and Tivar and these 4, it's 2/3 of our dragons.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
And they have said the names. I'm sure I've written them down somewhere, but of I think the other 3 that they can't find.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be kibble for the people who dragons just scratch a part of their brain.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, that's the one with the purple scales and the wide head, or whatever. Whatever people who like dragons do.
True. I didn't like that there's an elf as one of the dragonbound. It made me sad.
Question: is Tuar an elf?
I don't actually know.
Why do I think he's an elf?
He could be.
He's an angry elf.
He's an angry elf.
Listeners, we're going to look this up post-ep. If he's not an elf, I don't know.
Send us a 1-star review.
My head canon, he's an elf. Fight me. Anything else about Farda other than he's not over Ella at all?
No, and he's totally not going to just remain with the army.
Yeah. More to come. But okay. Yeah. Anyways, talk about a character who I am very excited to. Every time it's a Farda chapter, I'm in. He's the best. He might be number 1 on my power rankings right now.
Oh, he's up there.
It's like although I feel like it's easier for him because he doesn't get as many chapters, It's like a little treat.
It is a treat.
You get a Farda chapter. Is that it? Do you want me to pick?
Yeah. I like this draft.
Yeah, this is fun. Let's do, it's going to be a quick one. Let's do Dan. Let's get Dan out of here.
Dan. What a homie. Dan and the squad in the dark wood.
Tree monsters.
This is what I was bitching about in book 1-ish, 2 maybe, when I'm like, you can't talk up this whole wood, and then they never get attacked by the fabled creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a surprisingly comic golden stag shows up.
Yeah.
Now, these guys were cool.
They're like Slender Man Groot motherfuckers. Like
yeah, and the earth heals them. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they were creepy.
Weak to fire damage, which tracks.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It certainly does.
Yeah, that was good. I don't know if that goes anywhere, but it was a fun little sprinkle of fighting.
Yeah. And then once they escape through the magic barrier of the statues, which I just really can't be bothered to look into more, we find out that Ryan Cahill really wants to create his own language. That's what I took away from this.
Yeah.
We're in Avarel meeting the Svidarsia to go through the Ephori. And I don't know.
And there's a lot of characters who just say shit in Elvish, and then in italics it will say what they said.
And I'm fairly certain he is actually in some of his interviews talked about like he's actually working to create a full language of whatever this is. So good for him. I
Talk
applaud it.
about something I would never do in my own creative endeavors.
It's tough. I can see how it would scratch the itch, but I've just never been much of a linguist.
That's a type of autism. Do you know what a foamer is?
A foamer? I
Yeah.
don't.
It's the name for autistic people who love trains.
Oh,
It's a foam. They don't have to be autistic, but people who really love trains are called foamers.
wow.
There you go.
That's
There's
cool.
a short doc online called Foamers.
Hey, you watched it
Watch
last
that
night?
after the salt beef.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
it's right
say.
after salt beef and cactus.
Oh,
Well, okay. What's the name of this elven place? Because in my summary, I confidently wrote Arendelle, and I have no idea if that's
it's
right.
Aravel.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I didn't even think to double check. I just wrote Arendelle.
I mean, it's close.
Hidden
Unless I
behind a big
miswrote it.
glamour.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. He creates some rules around glamours. If they're big, they're porous. If they're small, they can have some mass.
Yeah.
Density, if you will.
It is a big old city you can't see from above as a dragon. Very important.
Yeah. They could probably smell it.
You would think with all that salt beef.
That salt beef. And the whole sequence where Calen's like smelling the entire forest. I think they could probably tell if there's a city of elves.
I did like that. I did like that. But the city itself seems dope. I like the descriptions of it.
It's cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Still kind of walls and towers, but not it's not a what's the place we call Italy? Verona?
Verona with its tall,
this ain't Verona. This ain't
perpetually
Verona.
increasing tower height.
Yeah, Russian nesting towers.
Yeah.
Anything
this part was
add here?
I mean, you get a couple cute moments. There's a good like Theron and Aeson friendship scene, BFF goals. You get a nice update on the elves they saved in the exile with Dane, that they're doing well, which made me really happy.
That's really, that is nice.
And we meet the distributed monarchy of the Council of Elves, which made me upset.
Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Maybe do fantasy writers just like kings because it's like a convenient narrative device? Like, this guy's the government. Okay.
Yeah, but then there's 6 of them, and then there's
I'm saying that having a unitary monarchy is for plot purposes very convenient.
Elected through a farcical aquatic ceremony.
Maidens and pawns is no way. Yeah, I did finally watch Monty Python. The whole
Thank God.
Timeless humor.
It's so good.
That is that when people say Terry Pratchett never got like a proper adaptation, just go watch Monty Python.
Yeah,
Same
feels
vibe.
great.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm intrigued by this, but I feel like we're gonna have better conversations in future episodes about the elves.
Yeah, it seems like we're just passing through. They're taking them through a secret tunnel to catch up to Calen. That's the goal.
Yeah. Aren't they going somewhere interesting on the way, though?
Are they going to see Rist?
Well, they think Calen's going to see Rist.
Right.
So
I didn't know if they were going straight there. I actually can't remember where they're supposed to go.
I don't know. I thought there's something. there. Whatever.
Yeah.
More to come.
Forgive us. This book is thick.
Yeah. I think it's you now.
Okay. We're going to Dicka Dicka.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's either Dicka Dicka or Ella, so.
Well, so meanwhile,
Dicka.
in Dicka Dicka, after Damon's betrayal, everything holy,
self-betrayal,
stupid-ass self-assassination,
at first it's like myself would be better.
We get like one page of like PTSD Dahlen running the city, which I really loved, where he's just like freaky. He's like, I see blood everywhere. Also, we need to fix these towers. Like
that is bizarre that this teenager is like, well, I guess you're the most competent person here. You're a lord, and we're taking orders from you.
And that instantly gets taken away because oopsies.
I can't say Cahill didn't set this up.
What, the whole Damon arc?
Dahlen taking a fall because of his horrendous temper.
Yeah. And
Yeah, he's the
this
guy
is
who
also
like
just,
smashed a vase in book 1 because Calen was being treated too nice. So
and I'm not fully bought in he's going to go there, but this is just another rung on the ladder to villain arc for Dahlen.
see, I'm not feeling that.
I'm not either, but
I
it
think he
could
has a
be.
noble heart.
I think he does, but he could be.
He just needs. He's young. He needs to grow.
He's
And
got Bologna now. Belina.
Belina really gassed him up
Yeah.
during their whole negotiation with the Dwarven Queen at the end.
Question: do you feel? How do you feel that Cahill just replaced Dane with Dahlen?
I don't know.
Like
You
we
think
read
this
the
should be Dane?
Exile. No, it's just like we read the Exile. There's like a buddy cop, entire dynamic throughout that whole thing, and then they just instantly replicate it with a new character.
Like Belina always needs a male foil, and so she can make jokes about tits.
Right. For me, it was like, oh, he couldn't figure out how Dane could also be with Belina in the underground at this point. So he's like, all right, Dahlen, you're it.
And Belina alone is a frightening thing. We can't be exposed to her inner monologue at any point.
No, not at all.
I wonder if we'll ever get a proper Belina POV. What's going on in her little head?
I think we will, because I mean we got Garramon in this, like we've gotten.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about Garramon.
I know that's going to be next, I think, but yeah, this anyway, he gets framed by Damon. Man v Dwarf kicks off. Classic.
Damon does this whole marching through the heart thing, which is ill-advised. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what the heart is.
The center of the city.
I'm just not understanding in space where everything is between Beldoir and the Dwarven Freehold. I know they're close to each other.
I would like a diagram.
I want like one when you just open a page. Second map, page 300. Yes, I would love a map of what's going on in the Beldoir and Dwarven Freehold area.
Yes. Somebody should do a book report on that. I remember in 5th grade, I had to do a book report on the Westing game, and I had to make a pop-up interactive map.
Do you know any 5th graders?
So yeah, get on
wagons. Yeah. If we have any parents listening and your kid has to do something like this, I have a suggestion.
This is a great inspiration.
But I guess conveniently for Dahlen, this does kind of let him get away from his very short arrest and impending imprisonment. So that's good.
Yep. And then we
bolt
have
throwers are pretty scary.
Bolt throwers are, I was going to say,
aimed
dude,
at you.
Yeah, the bolt throwers are nuts. And these are like the smaller ones.
Yeah, those would have been really helpful in book 1.
Fucking Ivan.
Book 1?
Yeah.
No, it's book 2. Started book 2.
Book 2. You're right.
Book 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we get a little parlay between the Dwarf Queen and Dahlen.
Yes. Yeah. They do some like process of elimination detective work and figure out who is least likely to have participated in the self-owning. And
however, the way they get it is really funny. I have to call it out, which is Belina just lying in a letter.
That was good. How are you going to do a strongly worded letter?
Yeah. And I imagine part 2, more dicka fighting. So look forward to that.
Yeah. We're not going anywhere.
No.
We're in dicka till the bitter end. And with that, I'm next. It's Rist, baby. And by extension, Garramon.
Yeah, let's do a Rist Garramon chat. Let's do a double feature. I love that.
Psyched. I honestly don't have that much to say about Rist. I have like more to say about Garramon. Rist, I think, I'm certain is going to have some fun chapters in the next section. But for now, boy's just kind of at school and things are happening above his head.
I actually enjoyed this Rist chapter more for what he was like viewing as a spectator. I thought the world around him was more interesting. Yes. Like he runs with a full backpack, which is an incredible visual.
Double strapper. Yeah. Very cool.
Full of books.
He's kind of I enjoyed the sparring actually. And he's got his own kind of vibe where he's like maybe not the best swordsman, but is like very clever with how he uses magic in his fighting. The power of tripping.
Power of
Don't
tripping.
underestimate it. Yeah.
Never. And some knee kicking and some tripping.
Oh, that man, this is like such a book/TV thing. He learns the tripping technique from a book, and Garramon is like, oh, yes, from The Art of Tripping, chapter 4, page 40, second line.
It's not the art of tripping. It's the art of war by Suman Suvara.
Yeah, I missed this. Can you fill the reader in?
Yeah, so in this section, why do I find this again? Sorry, I'm stuck on destroy the taints without prejudice here. That just still makes me giggle. So anyway,
Talk dirty to me.
So this is actually a little bit later when Sister Anila, who is a true believer, and has one arm.
What's her name?
Sister Anila.
Oh, you mean Anila Rex Splitter?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
We didn't even talk about the drunk general. That guy was awesome.
Let me tell you this girl's life story. Sit down. You're
What a
no fun. Yeah.
But anyway, she's leading Rist and Nira, his old crush, off the practice grounds and recommending books, and specifically recommends The Art of War by Sumara Tuzan.
Okay. And then I'm wondering if this is a spoiler. I'm going to say it's not.
Right.
In the next 20 seconds, mild world building spoiler for the Wheel of Time. 3, 2, 1. The Wheel of Time is set on Earth, like kind of in a far future. And there are little things that happen, like they find a Mercedes-Benz hood ornament, and there references like the Cold War and shit. Now I'm kind of wondering if we're dealing with something similar here. If like the Art of War survived, but the name got lost to time or changed or whatever. And we know humans came to Ephria at some point, right?
Yeah.
Where'd they come from? Did they come from good old Mother Earth? Probably not. But I wonder if there's some funk like that going on.
Who's to say they didn't come from the lost city of New York, like the ice schooner?
Ice schooner? After we killed all the land whales, we had to flee.
Oh man, but yeah, that's a good one. We'll look out for more Easter eggs like that to see if there's any pattern.
Yeah, and we'll have more God. I guess whatever. We're gonna have more God talk in the Calen section. I want to get into that stuff.
Yeah, my last Rist scene is goat onto crate.
Goat onto crate. Which is the note Travis took when he saw, frankly, goat onto crate. They're heading out to this like a parade march thing of the military so they can do the Dragon's Maw, and Rist becomes really fixated by this large black goat that's standing on top of a bunch of crates. And there's like a funny exchange with him and his GF. She's like, stop talking about the fucking goat. It's not important. My note said, Def a furry. That's my Kindle notes on this section. So I'm assuming it's one of the shapeshifters, but there's no way he just pointed to this goat onto crate for no reason.
Yeah, I think your shapeshifter is actually a decent call because that's who might be feeding information to Asen and whoever else that Rist is still,
that's like their purpose,
around.
right? They're spies. So goat onto crate again. Field reporters will be monitoring the situation.
Indeed.
Anything else to say before we get into Garramon lore?
Nah, we'll get more Rist stuff. I mean, Magnus, the new mentor, is the man, but that's
yeah.
that's about
I guess
it. Yeah.
This is more Rist than Garramon, though it comes from Garramon's POV. Rist might be in line for Ascension, which sounds good. Is bad.
Is very bad.
Yeah. Don't love that.
He's no good.
There's no way this boy becomes a Fade, right?
Dude, that would be kind of hype. Like,
that'd be fucked
bold.
up.
It'd be a bold move. But
I feel like that's like in Dungeon Crawler Carl, where they tell you like you could become a hideous monster, but no one will watch you. Yeah. I think if Rist becomes like a hideous freak, I will have a hard time empathizing with him.
Viewer numbers are down.
Down, yeah. Not going on an Odette show like that. Okay, Garramon. One. He used to be an arbiter.
Number one arbiter.
I don't know. McCarthyism in Ephria. Is that basically what he did?
Basically, he rooted out the traitors.
Get the commies out.
Yeah, a lot of torture, you imagine.
It sounds like he did bad stuff.
He determined their loyalty, which is a catchphrase if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. See, I feel like he is bringing the complexity I wanted from Tuar.
I actually agree.
How about that?
I liked Garramon a whole lot more.
Yeah.
I instantly just felt like he was a cool guy. I mean, I didn't like him when he was beating up Rist in the classroom, but BFF with Fane, original Arbiter.
Yeah.
This guy's cool.
Yeah. I feel like this is it's way more 50 on the will he, won't he, like join the rebellion thing than Tuar feels like an inevitability. Or
I don't know.
Or he just dies feeling
like he dies
very
in
conflicted.
shame.
Yeah, something like that. Also, why did I say Tuar? Garramon in possession of an object that could only have come from Aeson, a letter.
Yes.
Who else have you seen sending letters in this series? No one.
Starhawks.
Yeah, he's Starhawk, dude. Or one of those giant horses.
Yeah.
So it's got to be, right?
It has. I mean, I would think so. They know each other. They have to know each other. So
it is frankly misleading if it's from anyone else.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody else knows.
I think about, like, from Cahill's perspective, if you give me like a sealed letter, you know everyone is going to assume it's from Aeson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Also, he's a papa.
He is a papa.
And my prediction, Empire did something to his kid, and that's going to be the little wrench. That's going to be what turns him.
This set all the dead son theory alarm bells off in my head.
I think I said, no, it's dead son theory. Dead sibling theory is very different. I think his kid is dead, but he's going to be mad about it, and that's what's going to make him join the rebellion.
I think his
Fane,
kid,
you did kill my kid.
I think his kid is one of the knights.
I feel like that trick has been done before.
You don't know.
His kid's Kallinvar.
Yeah.
Well, the kid will be important. How about that? I think we can agree on that.
I think we can. Malin was the kid's name.
Yeah, I did go back to the previous books and search the name to see if he had not been mentioned.
No dice, yeah.
New development here. Yeah. So Garramon added to my list of tasty treat short POVs that we get in this book.
True, but also just a fun note. He's just hanging out with Fane, and Fane is sitting around in a t-shirt, which I thought was funny. Just like the evil god man demigod
at the majestic
of our universe.
Desk.
Yeah, but he's reading the book from the scholar in exile from the dungeons. I don't know if you caught that.
No.
So they were reading the results of all the experiments. They had rescued some of the book after Theron had destroyed it. And so that was interesting. And then also they do a little confirmation that they are indeed using Rist for future Calen leverage, which is important.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. There's also like we get an excerpt of a book Rist is reading. Did you note how wacky the tone was? For a book that was supposed to be somewhat academic, he's like, well, and I found myself amongst my travels, and lo, I beheld a druid.
It wasn't like he sat in the road, but he wasn't a vagrant.
He was neither a mouse nor a rat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that's inappropriate, but it's just like this. I thought this was a somewhat academic study of the druids, and this guy's weaving in a lot of personal anecdotes.
Well, why not, man?
Gulliver's Travels.
Pretty sick.
Anything else there?
No, but I'm happy we got a little Fane exposure. I'm always happy to get a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting. He's got like a veterinary thing going. He likes he's got the desk. He dresses very simply, whatever. He's a man of the people, ultimately.
Indeed.
Yeah. And Fane's also stressing a bit about the his god controlling the Uraks who are trying to kill everyone. Yeah. I don't think he's happy with that state of affairs. So
yeah, I really want to get into taking a little aside here. There's a bunch of stuff I want to get into more, like the savior idea, the truth about like his gods, also Doom itself, like the start,
the Doom,
the Doom, yeah. I'm very curious about that.
Wait, can I throw a quick note about the Bloodvar?
The Bloodfar, yes.
I think that translates roughly to the Blood War,
Nice.
if I had to guess.
I would imagine.
Yeah, that was between the Jotnar and the Elves back in the day.
Yeah,
Pre-human.
pre-human.
Also, did they confirm that what's Ephialtir is making Urax?
They didn't, to my knowledge, they didn't confirm where they were actually coming from.
I thought they at
But I think
least
he is the
said
only
there's
one who
like
could
a
create them.
like they need Ephialtir. They are
Yeah.
his creatures. Like
Yeah.
no Ephialtir, no
And
Urax.
the Fanes are kind of wherever they want to be.
Yeah,
Or not
yeah,
the
they're
Fanes. Sorry, the Fades.
Fades. Yeah, no, they're not. There's only one Fane, as far as I know.
And then the last piece there is that other continents have attacked Etheria. So there is a larger world beyond these oceans of the map. And curious about that.
You think we're gonna go there?
Well, book 5. I don't know.
Yeah. Is that like that kind of is like a fantasy thing at this point.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, like famously, I feel like Shinovar is kind of like that in Stormlight,
Right.
and in Wheel of Time, and there's the whatever the fuck the place is that's way east.
Yeah. I mean, at some
World of-
point you mouse scroll out and you're like, ooh, big world.
Big stuff. Malazan, just ping pong between continents every book.
Through the Warrens.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think this takes us to our final character.
Final 2 characters.
Nope. We cut for time. Sorry.
Okay. So we're recording time. We're at 101:08. We're gonna be done with Ella by 104.
Oh, Tanner's alive. Tanner tells her what's up.
Thank God.
Ella does a little sparring, gets a little world building for herself, and continues to figure out how her dog talks to her.
I got a pet theory here.
Yeah, go for it.
Not about not that kind of pet theory. Does he have a little crush on Ella?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. And I think that a lot of I know that Ella did kind of get Tanner.
Tanner has
killed.
like the undying love with that one woman.
I know that, but I think that's why she was so mean to Ella. Aside from her, Ella did almost get Tanner killed, but
yeah,
I think that she's jealous. I think she's like, Tanner's seeing this hot young thing, and
I think
she didn't want her around anymore.
I think Tanner's nephew just died, and he's putting a little bit of familial affection towards, his niece-in-law.
You are so naive.
I
You don't know how men work.
I choose to believe Tanner is good.
I think men are dogs, and I think Tanner is the biggest dog in the pound.
Well, she's got the biggest dog, and she's gonna sick him on him.
That's true. And here's my question: if she's a druid and she can have thought talks with her dog, doesn't that mean Calen's a bit of a druid too?
I don't know if it's transitive through. I don't know, because she should be able to talk to more animals.
Oh,
you know what my prediction of her is? There's a throwaway line somewhere about druids with the animal ability that could control up to 50 wyverns at once. That's what I think Ella's future is.
Oh, that. As soon as you said that, I'm like, that seems so obvious.
Right. Like she will practice her power, somehow meet up with Dane, romance Dane, kill Mira.
Is that on Kalshi?
Oh, the bit I was going to do tonight was Kalshi bets on fantasy things.
Are there any out there?
Episode. I was going to do like Rothfuss finishes another novel.
Publication date for Doors of Stone.
Yeah.
The over-under is never. Yeah. There's a Reddit called "Is Book 3 Out Yet?"
Yeah, I've seen that. It's so funny.
It's pretty funny. Nope, he's just stealing money from nonprofits. Just don't sound the alarms, guys.
104 on the dot. Calen time.
Good. It is mostly spoofs and goofs. Calen time. Okay, well, they do go back to the Cozy Daisy, which I was happy about. Can't leave that behind.
God, I love the Cozy Daisy. I love that everyone was just getting drunk at the end of the world, man. So real.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have much to say about King's Pass? Other than he has another exchange with that battle mage who,
On
I don't know, by all
Arcana.
accounts is being pretty straight up with him.
Yeah,
So
what a homie. Okay, this is actually a point that I meant to make earlier. Early in this book, we get a lot of humanization of the Lorien Empire. And this
yeah,
is one of the examples. We also, through Rist, kind of get to hear about whatever her name was, Alina or something. But yeah, you get to in the prologue, you get the scene on the wall with just like the average Lorien soldier getting picked off by elves. So it's interesting. He's throwing in a little bit of the empathizing with the Loriens here.
yeah. And I guess sort of related, but like I think Kallinvar was talking about this. Like, you know what's really going to help the rebellion? The Drow killing a whole bunch of Uraks and helping everybody.
Yeah.
Which I think makes total sense. But like, and I think that extends to the Lorien rank and file. Like,
Yeah. The
would
average
their
Lorien
loyalty
soldier.
maybe run to the Drow if they continue to just be general force for good?
Do you want
We'll
to
see.
believe in do you want to believe in the shadow god from the weird guy in the tower that blows up cities, or the
Or
nice young man who helped you defeat the Uraks?
he's got stew pies in his backpack. Come on,
Here
he's
you
giving them
go.
to everybody. They're a little wet. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're off to see the wizard.
It's crazy that there's so little Calen. I just like 200-page gap here. But yeah, we're off to see Roka, the druid.
Yeah. I guess before that, there's some
Yeah.
good psychological
Yeah.
interrogation of
Him and
Calen.
his
I
bro.
think
Yeah.
it was nice to see, I think, Cahill acknowledge that Calen's got them on a bit of a wild goose chase here.
Yeah.
Calen knows it's a wild goose chase and he feels weird about it. And at least addresses the elephant in the room. It's just like,
Yeah.
why are we going to get Rist right now? But,
Sorry, guys.
yeah. And they say, we're with you. So,
Yeah. Good for them.
He's got a very loyal crew.
Yes.
And it was cute him quoting Tarman's words back to him.
I know. I love a Tarman pep talk, man. They're always really comforting.
Yeah, we all need a Tarman in our life.
No.
Mine is Billy.
No. Mine's buff, thick chest.
Everything's awesome when you're part of the team.
Can we talk about the Druid?
I love him.
What a
He's
homie.
wonderful.
Oh, what a chiller.
I don't even know how to. I have a theory that's like so loose I can't even verbalize it. There's got to be something with his insistence that they eat.
Interesting.
Like, I feel like it's going to be plot relevant. It's like, oh my God, we would have died if we hadn't had that stew.
Yeah, like the stew pie will undoubtedly come back.
Like, he saw
to
the
help them.
futures, like, these fuckers need to eat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's either that or it was a device to do the path of 5 versus the path of 4 thing.
Yeah.
Which, who do you think was the 5th that they were missing?
Didn't he say it was like, he said where the person was from? I thought the person from blank was going to be with you.
Ooh, I didn't catch that.
I think there was something like that, but clearly I don't remember.
Oh, sorry, it was. I think they said it was oh, who's the guy, the Viking dude with the weird mom who helped him last book?
Fuck. Corbin?
No.
What is that? Is that John Gwynn?
Alaron.
Wait,
Yes,
Alaron had a friend who had a name like Corbin. Damn. That's a monstrous swing and a miss.
I mean, Corbin is a inspiration of Cahill's, so.
I'm pretty sure it was Nynaeve Almira.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was, you're right. I think it was him that they expected. He expected he would be joining, but he's off on his own now.
Wouldn't mind to check in with Alaron, honestly.
No.
Although I guess the Knights, or, wait, who is it that goes to Jafane?
That's him in Jafane. He's Jafanian.
No, but we get a check-in Jafane. People go fight there, and there's a civil war going on.
I can't remember.
Isn't it the Knights, Acheron?
Maybe.
Isn't that where Kallinvar almost offs an old lady?
Oh, is that where they yeeted themselves into?
I think they're in Drafane, yeah.
Okay.
And there's a
Yeah.
civil war going on. So
Yeah.
monitoring that.
Indeed. Oh, that's okay. Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we get a lot about the nature of his future sight, whatever you want to call it. And some people can look forwards, some people can look backwards, some people can look sideways.
Yeah.
Unclear how sideways is different than forward as forward was described, because that seems like sideways to me.
It's more multiverse, but
there's a world where everyone is green. Yeah, so you can just see like possible outcomes of things.
Yeah.
And over the many centuries, he's gotten pretty good at figuring out which ones are more and less likely. And then he might, if he so chooses, try to steer people in one direction. So,
in interesting notes about his nature, I like how he describes himself: touched by both sets of gods, shunned by both sets of people.
There we go.
Very cool. And that is what sets him apart from other druids who do not live a long life.
That seems unfair.
It does.
So
Ella gonna die before Calen.
Yeah. Shit.
Sad.
Rest in peace. Unless she can touch Spark, which, I mean, given the heavy suggestion that Corbin, that Calen is a druid, I don't know. Ella's going to be touching the Spark before long, right?
Yeah, she's going to be touching Tanner's Spark.
She's going to be touching Tanner's taint, if my prediction is right. Yeah. So we got two sets of gods.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that?
Yeah, was it the Inkaran and the Druidic gods?
Yeah, we've got Spark gods, we've got the Druid gods.
Beats me, Brad.
Are they like localized in a certain location? There's also this stuff about like Ephrialtir is trying to tie himself and the Blood Moon more closely to this land. Yeah. Humans coming to Ephria from somewhere else. I feel like these are all circling this same lore reveal. I don't know what it's going to be, but
or it's like Greek versus Roman mythology, and the pantheon's the same, just with different names.
Yeah, it's like Wolverine and Daredevil.
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with myself.
We get more questions than answers in this section. Is the important part.
I was about to say this conversation feels like a dead end, but
he gives them the Coke mirror.
This is gonna be good.
Trust me, I needed to give this shit to you.
Okay, dude, should we do a little Redwall section?
Yeah,
which is read the riddle.
Yeah,
and try to puzzle it out here.
Yes, please. I was hoping that you had it.
Don't worry, my friend. I have it. It's also on Kindle. It's one of those ones that pops up as everyone highlighted this.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. So this is what is his name? Rocca says to Calen, and he prefaces it by saying, I have no fucking clue what this means, but I should tell you. Okay. A city once lost, found it needs to be. That's like a Yoda-ism.
Found it needs to be.
Found it needs to be. Was that good?
That's actually really good. I've
never tried it.
I've been watching a lot of Clone Wars, and that was spot on.
Thank you. I didn't know I had that in me. Wow. Can you do your best Jar Jar Binks?
Misa found the lost city.
Wait, what's that guy who has that horribly offensive Chinese accent?
Oh, is it the trader on
God, well, he's like a bug-eyed alien man.
Yeah.
I think
he's in episode 1 with young Ani.
Yeah. God, fuck. Okay, we're not going to do offensive accents from Star Wars in this episode. Next episode. Okay, a city once lost, found it needs to be. A gem, a jewel, a trinket of sorts, but truly more a key. Not a door that it unlocks, a secret to be revealed, a trick, a mask, a painting over truth, thought forever sealed. There is a stone, a heart of blood cast into the sea. The essence of life drawn from birth, stolen, taken, seized. The moon of blood of death and life, linked the two may be. For connections made will rise once more when the moon you can see.
My predictions.
Okay. Yeah.
If Calen finds the secret bloodstone, his powers of good will combat Fane's powers of evil under the blood moon.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking in the way that he can draw a sauce from death
Mm-hmm.
Calen's going to be able to draw sauce from life. He's going to go to the birthing suite, power up his crystal.
Yep. And his little pendant is clearly a key. There's clearly a glamour somewhere.
Yeah, that part seems quite obvious, that his pendant that he was pondering over
What does
a
this
few
do?
pages earlier. Yeah, is probably the thing here. But I am wondering if there's like, we've got our freaky god of death, this sort of god of life type of thing, and we're going to have parallel, yin and yang powers here.
Yeah. We've also already discovered there are dwarven teleport chambers that take you to lost cities. So
maybe jump in one of those.
Are we going back to the stone spiders? Your favorite part?
The Carethlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crustal. We all remember that. Yeah, there's a stone, a heart of blood cast into the sea. Maybe we have a whole gillyweed sequence coming up. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is making me feel like my theory that the pendant was going to help them find a bunch of dragon eggs is not going to be correct.
Yeah, maybe not so much, but...
Oh, well. But it'll be something cool.
And also, maybe he can breathe the life into the eggs. Maybe that's the thing.
Oh, really? He's the midwife.
Yeah, he's the birther.
Could be. Who's least likely to get a dragon? We should have asked that. I feel like we circled in on you had Dan, I had Eric.
I think it's, well, Asen.
I mean, that is an interesting question.
Yeah.
I'm not sad about my wife. I got a new wife.
That which is broken can never be browned.
Yeah. That feels like it breaks the rules a little bit. But
he's not
said,
a dragon.
I would love him to not be perma-sad. So,
yeah. Who's your pick?
Damon.
Yeah, can you imagine? It'd be horrible.
Burn everyone. I'm sad.
Oh, no.
Okay. Or Belina Luna on a dragon, I think, would be trouble.
Dude, I would actually love that. Please get us there.
I know. I do want that badly. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And then they're kind of off. I think we covered the Raka stuff pretty much, right?
I mean, I think this is legit a good jumping off point. We didn't talk about Chapter 18, Dann, and I don't even think we should. Just save it.
I just think there's going to be so much. Yeah. There's going to be more interesting stuff to say about Dann in the next episode, and we're already kind of long. So
yeah.
Okay, and then remember when you said the writing got a little too prosaic, and we understood what you meant? I'm going to read a sentence that I found right at the start that I think. I like that I think the writing's good, and he is taking more risks, right? Like, I think he's trying to, show off his prose a little bit. But this one, the intricate spirals that ornamented the blades scintillated in the ebbing firelight, dulled only slightly by the blood that coated the steel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
want him to keep trying that stuff.
Yeah, he's trying more. Like, because when I think it works, like, here's where he talks about the Elven city, and it's like it's a little similar, but it's like a chasm spanning bridge connected the platform to a truly gargantuan set of gates that looked as though they'd been carved from a solid bone and inlaid with an intricate vine-like pattern of gleaming azure stone. And it just goes on with cool descriptions of stag statues. And it's like, okay, you're trying more than just big ass towers.
Do you know what I'm going to say now? Because I think that pointed me directly to something we've talked about.
Hit it.
It's an enormous conversation topic for us. Okay. This I picked up because there was, in back-to-back paragraphs, he used the word enormous. He's like, there was an enormous table. And then he's like, and on top of it, an enormous cup.
You found my handsome. You found my handsome.
I was like, is he using this word all the time? Or is that just weird that he had in back-to-back paragraphs? I looked it up. Listeners, I'm going to give you 4 seconds to guess how many times the word enormous is used in this book, which admittedly is very long. 1, 2, 3. I'm cutting you off. It's 132 times he uses the word enormous.
It's an enormous number.
That is wild. And then once I knew it, fucking everything's enormous. Nothing's petite.
You know, the
I
only
wonder
thing
if he knows that.
Yeah.
Do you think Cahill knows how many times he uses that word?
Yeah, well, I'd like to send him a follow-up email just to be like, hey,
And
we ran the
would he
numbers.
care? He'd be like, I don't know, everything's fucking enormous. What do you want me to do?
I think he wouldn't care. That's a man on a
Really,
mission.
really big.
It's a
Yeah.
man who's like, I have a child. I'm writing another 1,000-page book. I don't give a shit.
Brother, this book is 10 million words long. Some words are going to be reused.
Yeah.
To be clear, this affected my enjoyment. Not at all. But now I do see that word a lot. I mean, it's basically one every 10 pages. So
Yeah. I wish he threw in a tiny hawk or a gang cockatoo.
yeah, that would be nice. Or at least something about cactus.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's sort of it.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna keep ripping. We'll try another 300 to 400 pages. And from what everybody's been telling us, it gets very good in the middle. So thank you to everyone who wrote us on Reddit and an email with
Yeah.
your thoughts about the book.
We
So
love you.
we do love you.
Yeah, excited to get rolling. Yeah, this feels, we were saying like, yeah, it's a lot of setup, but at the same time, we have like 10 POV characters who are all important. So checking in with them does take a lot of pages. So,
And convergence is on the horizon.
yeah, I was also, I know we're long, but I'm going to get this thought out there. I was having like an intrusive thought in this section of the book. It was like, does this need to be here?
Hmm.
And then my counterpoint to myself was like, I don't even know if that's like a question I should be asking of an epic fantasy book. I feel
Yeah.
like the good of this genre is like, no, not all of this needs to be here, but we're here because we can. Like, that's the fun of it, is you can
Yeah.
go as wide as you possibly can. So like, enjoy the ride. Like, it doesn't need to be a 90-minute screenplay. So that's what I was telling myself as I was feeling at times. I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready to, have this shit start speeding up a little bit. So
I think it's a
enjoy
good
the
way
view.
to put it. I like that.
Yeah.
Smell the roses.
Okay. Yeah. Smell the taint.
Smell the oily taint.
Wash the taint every once in a while.
Wash it
And
with
with
your
that,
incarnadine snow.
yeah. And with that, friends, go enjoy a nice stew pie.
Mm-mm.
Say something in Elvish.
Sklarkader.
Thank you.